It's somebody confident needs their boy Ric Flair to come on here and say a thing or two. Frankly, you all deserve this. Under the sea, under the sea.
Oh, what a rush.
Hold it later.
It's fake! But don't worry, you could have seen the commando.
And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
I'm the only one who blows my girl.
Lana is the best. Lana #1.
You just gonna stand up there looking like a nose ring model, or you gonna come to the ring like I asked you to and face me like a man?
Stop! Listen! Because I am Lance Catamaran.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we proudly present this podcast to you in all its glory. They are the bearded wonders, the twin sons from different mothers. He is Blake. He is Sal. And together they are the Blake and Sal Show. And if you're not okay with that, I have 2 words for you. Stay tuned.
Oh, bask in his glory.
For he is limitless.
Bask in his glory. Oh, bask in his glory.
For he is limitless.
Bask in his glory. Oh, bask in his glory.
For he is limitless. Oh, who is he? Who's that champ I see? Rhetorical question, but they all know the answer. Keith Lee. Yeah, and I ain't playing around. Think you can stand up to me, but it's best you stay on the ground. Lay still and don't make a sound, cause I'm just getting started, boy, and yeah, I'm making them rounds. I put my blood, sweat, and tears on that gridiron. I've been the greatest for years, and you just still trying.
Bask in his glory. Oh, bask in his glory.
For he is limitless.
Bask in his glory. Oh, bask in his glory.
For he is limitless.
Hello and welcome to the Blake and Sal Show, episode 262. I'm Blake. Normally, I'd be throwing it to my co-host, the Big Still Podcasting Sal. He's off today. I'm not really sure what he's up to. I'm considered he's doing heel things, so he's not here. The man, the myth, the legend, Mark, he's also not here today. He had an appointment he had to get to. He didn't tell me until 15 minutes before I went on the air, so awesome for him. But I do have on the line a very special guest host today from the PW Torch, Rich Fann. Rich, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me on. Always a pleasure.
No problem.
I apologize for starting the rash of bad luck that led to your erstwhile co-host not showing up.
It has been a crazy 24 hours, and I blame myself because I jinx myself because I put out a graphic advertising like various people coming on the show, so people were confused. This show was supposed to go up next week. Zach Haydorn had a postpone with me, and he's going to be coming on hopefully next week. So we're kind of flip-flopping things around. So Rich is here instead. So very cool. I kind of jinxed myself, I think. I have a rule, not announcing guests beforehand, and I went and did that, and I jinxed myself. So.
Well, it's the old wrestling adage, card subject to change.
It always is. So let me just get through my opening plugs here, and we'll get right into what we're up to today. Help support the show by shopping to the Amazon links on the BlakeandSalShow.com, and you can buy our shirts, Stokey CDs, and more from our TeePublic store. Click on the TeePublic link on our website, or go to teepublic.com and search for the Blake and Sal Show. And of course,
hi everyone, it's Mandy, and when I'm not playing Mrs. Blake or Dean Ambrose's biggest fan, or, spoiler alert, Olga, I can be found on mkemomsblog.com. There are 30 amazing women in the Milwaukee area who make up the MKE Moms Blog team, and we're all passionate about giving back to the community, about life, and loving our families. You can find us over on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, or at mkemomsblog.com. Please check it out and support us. Thanks.
I'm not used to reading all that by myself. Usually Sal helps me with that. All right, so let's get right into things. We are here to talk about everything going on at Wrestlemania weekend next weekend that's not WWE, NXT, Ring of Honor, New Japan. There are so many fucking shows going on next week, it's not even funny at this point.
Yeah, it's wild. Like, I'm going to the WXW show, the MLW show, and I might go to a couple more, but it depends on how much I stomach driving from Long Island to New Jersey.
Oh, well, I don't blame you there. I drove from New Jersey to Staten Island last summer. That was a crazy drive. So,
yeah, it's debilitating. Like, it might be a situation where I like use the public transit, because while that might be a little slower, it's less stressful being, seeing yourself in a car and moving 3 inches.
No, I get it. I went to Jersey last summer. I fully understand. So, I had family out there. We went to New York City. It was a good trip, but I completely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, oof.
So, me personally, at the moment, the only extra show I'm watching is going to end up being the MLW Battle Riot show that's on BN television, mainly because it's free, and I don't have a clue if I'm even going to be home that much, because I have an Easter event and I have church. So I'm not really sure how often I'm even going to be home. And I still have to find somewhere in this weekend to maybe watch the Hall of Fame, because I'm not watching it live. So I don't have to find somewhere to watch that this weekend. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's cool, because I'll be going. That's the MLW show I'm going to.
Oh, Battle Riot.
The Battle Riot.
Very cool. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you're skipping NXT. Wow.
Well, at the time, NXT was going up against the New Japan Ring of Honor show. So I'm going to that. And then they switched, and I was like, ah!
Got it. That makes sense now. That makes perfect sense now. Well, let's get into all this. There's a lot going on, and for those wondering, I've been working on this run sheet for this show for a month and a half. So I spent a lot of time sitting in front of a computer on my downtime at work working on this show. It's ridiculous how much work goes into this. I always say it's a kind of a dedication to Pat McNeil and James Caldwell, who used to do this every single Wednesday afternoon. So it's kind of my tribute to them. So, all right, let's get started. On Thursday afternoon, we'll start in Queens, New York at La Boom for Evolve 125, and this is the show that is headlined by Austin Theory versus Kyle O'Reilly. I did not think I'd be saying that sentence a month ago. What is going on here?
Yeah, Kyle. The fun thing about the Evolve shows now is they do a lot of their stuff through social media. So Kyle basically petitioned. He wanted a piece of the current champ, and Austin Theory, the man who finally got Unproven removed from his pants, which always confused me when I was like, if you're a Theory and you're redundant, my head would hurt. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that match. I'll be flying in and getting in at about 1:00, so I'll just miss it. But my buddy who's going to all the shows with me, who lives in Queens, will be going to it.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so he's going to go to it, and then in between that and the next show, go back to his apartment, let me throw my stuff in there, and then we're running back for WXW at La Boom.
Gotcha. Well, the other matches on this show, we have Eddie Kingston and Joe Gacy versus I can't even say this name, Konoshiki Takashani? I can't say this one. And Moan. And we also have Montez Ford versus Shane Strickland, Angelo Dawkins versus Colby Carino, which is so weird to say Colby Carino in a show like this. That's pretty cool. And Darby Allin and Anthony Henry in a must-be-a-winner match. I don't know what that means, because shouldn't every match have a winner? one would think. The other show going on, and it's in Jersey City, New Jersey, at the White Eagle Hall. Keep that in mind, people. If you're in Jersey, there's shows going on. Go to one of these damn shows. It's the Independent TV Family Reunion. This is part of the collective going on, and it is headlined by a last man standing match between Jake Farnell and Gary J. Orange Cassidy's doing an open invitational for his independent championship, and I just love writing down random matches that make me chuckle, and this one made me chuckle. It is Kobe Durst, the Alpha One Outer Limits champion Justin Sane, and Cody Lane versus the Alpha One Tag Team champions, the Space Pirates, and the Alpha One Zero Gravity champion BMD. I don't know much about these guys. You're kind of the indie guy. What do you know about this show?
I know that I like Orange Cassidy, and I also know that the Space Pirates are pretty cool. Outside of that, I was like, are those words? Because I was like, wait, what? That felt like you were playing EWR and you just randomized the cards.
I swear these are advertised matches. I laugh when I type them up. It makes me chuckle. This is a show I did not know was happening until I actually got an email sent to me, so I had to include it on here because, well, I'm getting emails for it. I shouldn't really bring it up. It is it's in Jamaica, Queens, at the New York City Arena. It is Destiny and Fight Club Pro. Fight for Destiny. I'm not quite sure why I got an email about this show, but I did. It is the Next Gen Championship. It is it's the debut of the Next Gen Championship, apparently. Penelope Ford, Jake Atlas, Trey Miguel, and Kip Saban. And then we have the Radicals versus White Wolf versus the Besties versus Session Juice. So,
whoa.
And the other match in here is Kyle Fletcher, Kid Lusso, and Chris Brooks versus Amazing Red, Puma King, and Robbie Eagles.
That's like super international and super intergender, and here for it. I mean, yeah, well done.
Well done, exactly. Now we get to the WXW show that you are going to, America First Wonder Bar. A show I could not find a card for until like 3 days ago.
I think they just figured it out. They like woke up in a cold sweat, and they're like, we forgot to put the card out.
Yeah, so 4 p.m. at La Boom. I love saying the name of that club. It is the Aussie Open versus the Work Horsemen for the World Tag Team Championship. Lucky Kid versus David Starr. You versus LaFisto, who she's on her retirement tour, correct? LaFisto?
Correct.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
LAX versus La Crown, and Absolute Andy versus Crix Books. You're going to the show. Why did you choose this show to go to?
Well, I am a big fan of WXW, and I'm a big fan of fellow Torch VIP personality Alan 4L.
Of course.
So I thought it was a natural fit that I put myself in a situation where I could see his quote-unquote home promotion, since he does commentary for them. And I really thought, since this is their first time in the United States and there is no Progress show, I would give the Euros some of my dollars in this way.
Fair enough. Do you know why Progress didn't come out for this weekend?
I think to be complete, and that also ties into the WXW kind of like okie doke I had to go through, because most of the people they would use are being used by WWE. And so,
got it.
Yeah, so case in point, I thought WXW would be headlined by Walter. And then, a second later, my dude is now in NXT UK and now going to be on the NXT TakeOver card.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, before we even move on, this my wife's going to hear this. So you have to answer a question for me that Hayden Glee, for some reason, cannot give me an answer. Can you? Because I know you deal with Travis, who doesn't understand either. Can somebody explain Walter to me, please?
Sure.
I don't
get it.
Okay,
so here's the thing with Walter. You got to watch his WXW or his the WWE UK stuff. People, you see it and it's like, okay, why is this dude just slapping guys and everyone losing their mind? He just had a magnificent match with, who was it? That was Finn Balor's trainee.
Jordan Devlin.
Jordan Devlin. Yeah. and they had a match built